All right. So today my guest is one of the most highly decorated detectives in the history of the New York Police Department, with over 1,400 arrests to his credit, along with being awarded 62 medals for his efforts in creating a safer city. He's an author, an actor, a podcast host, an advocate, and a private investigator. Welcome, Bo Dietl.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here with you.
I'm honored to have you.
You might be my new lady. I mean,
I
who
know.
knows?
I'm so excited. We'll have to see after the podcast if that pans out. So I have a question. In doing my research on you, I saw that your first name is not Bo, it's Richard.
Yes.
Where'd you get Bo from?
12 years old in high school, while going into my freshman year, I couldn't remember people's names. Very bad with names. Faces, I'll never forget. And I used to say, hey, Bo, instead of say, hey, you. They'd call me Bo back. And then as the years went on, I adopted it as a name. Then when I ran for United States Congress back in 1986, a guy did a full page on me in Newsday and had B.O., had me with a guinea t-shirt on, and the other one with a suit on. One was B.O. and one was B-E-A-U. What's in the name? And I explained my company's B-E-A-U Dietl Associates. Mm-hmm. And then I like the name Bo, B.O. And that's the facts, and that's it.
Amazing. Okay, so does anybody call you by your first name?
Well, my ex-wife called me Richard, and then my mother used to call me Richard.
Of course, that's what I assumed. Okay. The other thing I noticed when doing some research on you is you cannot go, you have to get 8 pages in to get anything on you, because all the latest news is you and the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Louis, Teresa, Andy Cohen. What are your thoughts on that?
Well,
because you've done so much, and then this is what people are talking about.
Well, I had a very illustrious police career, and then when Nick Pileggi put me on the cover of New York Magazine, that was the advent of me being different than every other retired homicide detective. Mm-hmm. Nick tracked me down. Nick is the author of Goodfellas, Casino, and he's one of my very, very dearest friends. And when I retired, he put me as a feature story in New York Magazine. And I thought it was all about everybody wanted to get to know this famous detective. In the article, he put down about this table that I got back in 1977, the place that we're going to go to tonight.
So
it's
exciting.
Rayo's Restaurant. I really believe that was the catalyst. I talk about myself in 3 legs. One is the leg of having a great police career. The other is a foundation for a good private investigation company. And the other one is that table at Rayo's, because the table at Rayo's was one of the most sought after tables to go to dinner with. Because once the article came out in 1986, everybody was calling me, Ron Perlman, hey, Bo, I wanted you to take over my security. Then I met with Jack Welch, Sumner Redstone, and on and on. And I thought it was about me. And it was about having friggin' dinner at this table you're coming to tonight. And I've used it, and we've done movies there. We've done so much. But the reality of my life is the Nick Pileggi articles, that's one of the legs. I can't miss that. Mm-hmm. Then I said the Rayo's Restaurant in my career. And that's my life. Now, you got to remember, I retired from the police department 38 years ago. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I was pushed into business. Everyone called me. So we started a business. We've handled triple murders. We've handled big pharma investigations worldwide. All these major investigations. We took over the Carpenters Union in New York from 2 mafia families. I mean, the reality is we're a real professional investigative company. We're not the Housewives of New Jersey type thing. And it was just funny. I met Louis and his lovely wife. And the first time that I was with him, they invited us to a housewarming, I thought. I went there with Margot, and the next thing was 15 cameras were there. They were filming Housewives of New Jersey. And I said, what the hell is this shit? I didn't want to be into that. But I like Louis very much, and I love his wife, too. And I really do. And I'm sorry that we got kind of taken off track here. Because the reality was, again, no one believes it. I read it today. Oh, Bo's lying. Why would I lie? I never did any work for him on this housewife background. I told that little guy, Joe and Melissa, you guys must be seeing ghosts or something. But in reality, I never did. And it just hurt me a little bit when people throw my names around like that.
Of course.
And it just doesn't happen from Lou. A lot of people, I find out, well, if you keep messing with me, I'm going to call Bo Dietl. What am I, Luca Brasi? The reality is I have a very professional investigative firm. We do security investigations. We get hired by the best, and we do investigations worldwide. And to me, I don't want to say it cheapened me a little bit with the Housewives of New Jersey, but again, I'm a professional. We wouldn't be in business 38 years if we were doing anything that was not proper and not correct.
Right. Okay. I appreciate that answer. We don't really cover housewives stuff or reality stuff because that's not really my type of show. But I will say I did have that girl Vanessa Reiser on to talk about narcissistic relationships and toxic relationships. And the hatred I got afterwards on the comments was not even about the show. It was about how could I give her a platform and this whole thing where she has the restraining order against Louis. And so people really take this stuff, you know, to a whole new level because they're so obsessed. I actually think Bravo is a little bit dangerous in the way they create people that become so obsessed with feeling like they're part of the show when they don't even know these people.
I'm really not interested to be part of the show, I'll be very honest with you. Again, this is something where I'm a professional. And, you know, you can't use me like Luca Brasi. I'm going to call Bo Dietl.
Thanks for watching so far. If you like what you see here and you want to finish this episode, please go onto my new Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/misunderstood with Rachel Uchitel. You will find exclusive content from me to you that we haven't played anywhere else, and you won't be finding it everywhere else. So please give it a try. Sign up for Patreon at www.patreon.com/misunderstood with Rachel Uchitel. That's spelled MISS understood with Rachel Uchitel.